Hello everyone, welcome back to Trendy Matters, where we dive into the most unexpected stories of our time. Today, we've got a jaw-dropping tale that started with a couple's lighthearted decision to take a DNA test just for fun. The results would uncover a startling and distressing truth that will leave you absolutely stunned. So, grab your popcorn and let's unravel this unbelievable journey together. So picture this. Dave and Dee, a lovely couple in their 60s, were on a mission to trace their family roots. But what they found left them absolutely stunned. Through DNA testing, they learned that the men they'd always believed were their biological fathers weren't actually their dads. Debbie, for instance, had been raised by the man she thought was her biological father. Dave's supposed bio-dad had left when he was young, but the truth still hit like a ton of bricks. Debbie was in disbelief when she got the news. She grew up in a close and loving family, with her two sisters. They spent days searching for clues and piecing things together. Debbie recalled, "I couldn't even begin to imagine what the story was behind this finding. It was like a plot twist in a movie." Dave, on the other hand, had a different reaction. He actually felt relieved because the man he thought was his dad wasn't exactly a stellar human being. He hadn't had any relationship with him since he was 17 years old. Dave said, "The man I thought was my biofather did not raise me. He was not a very good human being." Now, here's where things get really interesting. It was about 5 years ago. Dave went on Ancestry.com and found something that didn't quite add up. He discovered that he was 36 Italian, but his supposed dad had 0 Italian heritage. So, he confronted his mom at Dee's 60th birthday party with a simple question. "Is there a possibility that Andy is not my bio-father?" Her initial answer was a firm no, but when Dave presented the DNA evidence, things took a dramatic turn. After some tense moments of silence, Dave's mom finally confessed. Well, there was this guy named Ralph, determined to find his real father. Dave tracked down a man in San Antonio who turned out to be his biological father. Sadly, Ralph had passed away in 2009. Now, Debbie's journey to find her biological dad was a bit more challenging. Her parents, including her late stepdad, had passed away. With the help of her family, she managed to locate her biological father, Bob, who now lived in San Antonio. Debbie learned that Bob was actually friends with some people her family knew well during her childhood in Orange County, California. She even discovered that he carried a photo of baby DBB in his wallet for years. Debbie eventually mustered the courage to talk to Bob. However, their conversations didn't lead to a fairy tale reunion. She said, "We talked off and on for about 2 years, but unfortunately it was not always a joyful situation. Their interactions had their ups and downs, and DB decided to establish some boundaries. They haven't spoken in about 2 years now." Bob revealed that he had last seen Debbie when she was just 3 months old. Her mom, George, the man she thought was her real dad, had told him to stay away from the family and even threatened him. Debbie shared, "He had no idea why my mom didn't tell me. I think it was the late 50s, a very different time, and my folks were very Catholic." However, amidst the complexities, Debbie found a silver lining. She discovered a new half-sister named Shiri, and their bond grew strong. Shiri even connected Debbie with Bob, helping her unravel the truth. Debbie said, "She and her family have brought so much joy and love to my entire family." As for Dave, his kids and grandkids never knew his supposed dad, but they became deeply interested in Ralph's story. Dave jokingly mentioned that they now have a catchphrase when discussing this saga. Well, there was this guy named Ralph. With these revelations came a complete reshaping of their family trees. Dave exclaimed, "We are Italians." He gained a deceased brother and sister plus a living sister. Dave also developed relationships with a niece and nephew. For Debbie, the best thing that came out of this experience was finding a new half-sister, Sherry, who filled a void in her life. Debbie said, "It is the best thing that came from this whole experience." Conclusion and advice. In the end, there's still a sense of wonder about what DB's mom and the dad who raised her knew or didn't know about this complex situation. DB explained, "It's like I knew something was always missing or different about me." Dave has some sage advice for those considering their own ancestry search. He said, "Think long and hard about how it would affect you if you found out your dad was not your biological dad. It's a life-altering revelation that can bring a mix of emotions." So, there you have it. Now we're curious, have you ever tried a DNA test? And did it reveal any unexpected surprises? Share your stories in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. For more mind-boggling revelations, entertaining content, and to stay updated, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell icon. Your support means the world to us.